Jojo. What up, Althea? Athalia. What up? Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome back, everyone, and happy Lunar New Year. My name is Wushin Snake, for everybody new on the channel. I am the streamer and tea reviewer on the channel, and today, man, it's a great year. Let's make sure you guys see me here physically, slightly. So, I got a new tea set, and honestly, it's a really nice tea set. Jesse has some amazing tea sets. I got my red, I got my gold, I got red. Is great. What up, LW Forest? Welcome in. Happy Lunar New Year. So, today we are breaking out a very special tea for Lunar New Year. One moment. I need to slip this jacket off. It's going to be very hard to move in it. Alright. We have a very special tea that I will be breaking in this tea set with. This is a 2008 aged white tea cake that I picked up here in Las Vegas a few years ago now. I bought it when it was a 15-year tea cake and have let it age continuously since. And it is absolutely fucking amazing. Like, this isn't going to be much of a review as it is going to be really just me enjoying tea. Yeah, you see the problem here? You see why I need something that's about that big? Yeah! Wider table is... Yeah! While it would be nice, it's urban sprawl here, you know what I mean? But this right here is a fooding tea cake that has been aging from 2008. It did come with the paperwork. I have it somewhere. It also does have the production date on the back here. Won't be able to show it to you too well, but I scooch that a little bit. Might be. Christ. I'm gonna move the Junshan Yinshen. Right there. It's like we've been called into the COO's office. Oh, the CEO's office? Yes. We need to talk about your guys' performance in drinking tea. As you can see, according to the data charts here, y'all aren't drinking enough tea. And that's a problem for the company because, you know, our company relies entirely on you drinking tea. So, everyone has to finish 5 pots of tea a day. Per person, and if you don't, well, you're gonna be sentenced to, bad tea. But this tea right here was, pressed in 2008 and has remained in this package since. I picked this up. Oh, it does have the paperwork. It's right on it. Right here is the tea certificate for the white tea. I'm gonna start a white dew just to keep the theme. Hey! Hell yeah, dude. I have some white dew right here. I really do enjoy Jesse's white dew. I need to review it soon. I think that might be my next review. Either that or my Yongdae Dashhui Shan Wild Tree Purple Tea. But, guys, when I say look at this tea cake... Okay, listen, Gopi, fan, I appreciate you, but, like, dude, like... You're blowing all over me. I don't need you right now. One moment, I gotta get my fan to stop blowing. I need a light. Okay, that's too strong of a breeze. We're just gonna turn it off. Thank you. But our goal is one of each thing from Jesse's. Look, that's gonna take me a while, considering I also have some of like the original stock for some teas that he had on there. So like, it's gonna take a bit. As I understand it, I have like some of the remaining stock for the red Dragon Balls. I also have some of the Shongpuer T-balls and stuff like that, and I can't really drink Shongpuer. So it's gonna take a bit. We're gonna be here for a few years at minimum. Which, you know, honestly, if that's how my career in Twitch takes off, it'll be probably one of the more interesting stories I'll ever tell. But, guys, look at this tea cake. This tea cake right here. Let me shake it. Dust. This right here is the 2008 aged white tea cake. And it is absolutely fucking gorgeous. You guys can't really see it, like the lighting really doesn't do it justice, and I have cracked off a little bit of this tea. This, when I bought it, was a 357 gram tea cake. I don't know how much it weighs now, but I'm also going to be, you know, splurging a little on how much I use in the set. So this is Jesse's new dragon set. And so far, unboxing experience was pretty alright. It comes in styrofoam, keeps everything nice, nothing was cracked upon arrival, everything was clean. Didn't really see anything wrong. We're also going to be, you know, hanging out with Long Fang today. And our Dragon Teacup, because Dragon Teacup. My only thing, which is, you know, me being a tea reviewer, is that this isn't see-through. And it's unfortunate that it's not see-through, because I can't show you guys the tea. So, I will be putting it into my typical, fairness picture here. I gotta keep an eye on this, because I ordered some Chinese food. It's too late for me to drink tea, but I do have a fancy cocktail, and I do plan to have my bamboo roasted pour tomorrow. Do it! It's not too late to drink tea. Tuned in as promised. Happy New Year. I hope the tea is good. Is this the one that you picked up while visiting? No. This is one that I kind of held from you as a little bit of a secret there, Snake. This is a cake from 2008. Your tea I picked up is actually sitting right here. That's the 2020, I believe, Fooding White tea cake. So it's about a 14-year difference on the aging. I haven't even cracked that one open so it can start breathing yet. I'll be honest, I've been, you know, procrastinating a little on that. But let's go ahead and crack some tea. Oh, if I could get ASMR of that. I'm gonna go ahead and just get plenty of tea in there. I do mean plenty. We're gonna be doing this both Grandpa style and Gaiwan. That right there is a full pitcher. Full Gaiwan. Of some amazingly, somehow still aromatic after all this time white tea. I wish I had a little stand to just prop this cake up while we were drinking it. Because, like, believe me, if you guys want to get a hold of this cake, you're going to have to go through me directly. Because the place that sells it at the same time for double tea, duh, obviously, no. Dear God, no. I can't pound down double tea like that. No, it'll be Gaiwan first, and then Teapot to round out the night. Because I'm really curious to see how this does in Teapot, because I've only had this Gaiwan. So, this one goes up to 100 degrees that you want to start at with this. I'm going to start it personally at 98 degrees. I'm not double fisting tea. No. Why? No. I'm not, no. I am going to go ahead and kill the capture card on this one because I'm not going to be showing off the tea on this, unfortunately. Because like I said, the actual maker is here in Vegas. So if you want some of this tea kit cost me, when I bought it, 150 bucks. Oh, dude. It's gonna be nuts. Like, I've never really sat down and done a full analysis of this tea. This is one I'll break out for like special occasions, which is why there's so little taken off of it. I think the last time I cracked open this cake was just before my wedding. Because this one's just a really, like, just, oh, God, I can't wait to actually, like, review it. This is gonna be nuts. But we're gonna go ahead and start this tea off at 98 degrees Celsius. That is about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Need to get a full cake of Chanyan Ye Sheng, so I can drink tea in the evening. Chanyan Ye Sheng? Do they have many years? What? Hold on. What do you mean many years? Oh, yeah, no, so the cakes that they still have are, like, between 10 to 15 year age tea. 2018 cakes? I don't know if they have a 2018 fooding. I can always check. Like, if you're interested in getting some tea shipped out to you from here in Vegas, I have absolutely no problem helping out people that want to do it. I, of course, just want to make sure shipping and everything's covered. But, I just have to go to my tea shop here. It's an herbal made from the genetic ancestors of tea trees. No caffeine in them, though. Ah, then what's the point? No, I'm kidding. Alright, let's go ahead and get this started. Now, I will do a wash steep for this tea. It does kind of need it just to open it up a tad. And that wash steep is going to take about 20 seconds initially. Which gives me, plenty of time to pour some water. What sanity? Are there any good tea shops in Vegas? Ralph, I'm really sorry to tell you this. Not that I've found. And I've lived here for a while. Most of what you're going to see in Vegas is boba. The closest thing you can get to a tea shop where you get, like, good tea at is gonna be in fucking, Arizona. So, as far as I know, no good tea shops. However, we do have the yearly tea convention here, which is kind of funny as fuck. But we're going to go ahead and strain this into this fairness pitcher because I want to get a feel for this while I'm getting used to reviewing it. Now, I will say, already, this guy one is better than some of the other ones I've handled. The brim is nice and wide, which actually makes it easier to grab. This is definitely not a tea to flash steep, by the way. I have, by the way, successfully cold brewed this one, and it is amazing. No, we don't have all the conventions, funny enough. We are missing quite a few. I know what you're drinking is better, but White Dew is so good. And no, Ralphie, we're not worried about what's better here. We're worried about getting an amazing tea experience with anything. I've only had one bad tea on this channel so far, and that was a Mogon yellow tea, which was absolutely terrible. But I'm not worried about, I'm not worried about being better, okay? There's no point in that. It's useless. That's gatekeepy as shit. No. Enjoy your tea. Like I said, I have some of the 2017 White Dew here, and it's absolutely fantastic tea. Does it hold a candle to this? No, in my opinion, it doesn't. However, that's like, I'm gonna be real, that's like comparing a Honda Civic to a fucking Lamborghini. There's no comparison, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, I think the only two shops I know of on that side of the U.S. are one small based in Arizona, a small tea house in Portland that I follow. Don't know of the one in Portland. I think I might know the one in Arizona, though, that you're talking about. I can hope. Give me one moment. Apparently Larry has my order. Yay! Pot stickers! Thank the gods! Yeah, no, like, dude, don't worry about that kind of stuff here. It's really, there's kind of no comparison. An aged tea, like a really old aged tea, is going to be just a lot funkier. It's a different flavor profile altogether. But, on the nose, oh my god. I get notes of honey. I get notes of a nice funk. I don't know how quite to describe it in English. It's kind of like a toasty nuttiness to it. God, it's so good. Oh, and that's just off the lid. Just off the lid. As for the first pitch, the tea here, even in the first steep, And that's just the beginning steep. What color is the funk? Gold. But even off the first steep here, let me go ahead and give it a background. The hull on this tea is nuts. Like, I've seen white teas with a lot of hull, but here, dude, the hairs are nuts. Because the hairs are so, like, fine. It sounds classy. But, like, it's a nice, really good, just kind of a darker amber color. The yellow lighting here doesn't do it full justice. But, like, it's kind of a darker amber color. And even this, like, I just want to, you know, make sure Long Fang gets a nice shower with it. Because, dude, you deserve good tea. I love Long Fang. He's amazing. Fuck you, Peter. For those of you that are new here, Peter's my rabbit. He's an asshole. How long have you been streaming Kung Fu? I started this literally less than, like, I want to say about a month, maybe a month and a half ago now. It started as a joke and kind of just turned into this. And now I'm having one of my amazing viewers working on a fucking table for this specifically. I started as a video game streamer back in 2019, 2018 on YouTube. And, yeah, no, I never thought that tea would turn into something I would actually be, like, reviewing and streaming. But, like, the how is absolutely nuts on this tea. It's, honestly, like, the tea, even on the cup, is very fragrant. Hell, even though the cake is fragrant, I'm gonna let this go ahead and continue to breathe while we're here, because it doesn't get to breathe often. Also, it's normally an excuse to use my, tea knife here. Jesse has one that's got a metal spike in it, for his tea cakes. I got this from the same couple that sold me this tea cake. They were a very, very sweet couple. I love them to death. I don't get to see them often, but whenever I go, they always remember me. It's a lovely Korean couple. Oh, yeah, no, I've only been streaming it, like, for a short bit now. Normally my streams are on Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. PST, 12:30 a.m. EST. Because that's really the only time I could get in to actually stream. Larry! Bring me my food, Larry! I will have to leave in about 4 minutes just real quick to go and get my food, because I'm hungry. I got some, broccoli chicken waiting for me. Yeah. But, yeah, no, like, the picture is nice. It's got a good, honestly, a good capacity for the tea. It is gorgeous. Like, remember, Ribbon, those concerns that you had? I like watching because hearing what others think about tea helps you figure out what you're tasting. Indeed, because sometimes you don't know how to put a flavor to words that somebody else does, and it's really nice. Like, even me, it took me, like, I didn't start as a tea reviewer with things. I actually started as a whiskey and cigar connoisseur. I used to have clients that would call me all the time and go, hey, what do you think about this cigar? And I'd usually have them go, all right, cool. Well, buy me one, and I'll smoke it and tell you what you're missing here. I'm not at all a super taster. I just have a wide palate for things. I was lucky growing up being able to try a lot of different cuisines. I'm also, you know, autistic, so trying new shit was not the easiest for me. But when food tastes good, food tastes good. We're gonna go ahead and get this one back up. And we're gonna let this steep for about 30-second steeps, encumber it. Set a... You have a timer function. Bad face. Set a timer for 20 seconds.
20 seconds, counting down.
It's just, look, it's how I ran my business when I did it. I started a little bit after I turned 18 for doing that. Because I really enjoyed whiskey and cigars. I learned them for business. Because my family, I come from a family of business owners. So... Beautiful. So, basically, I would just really get to enjoy cigar. Ow! Fuck! Son of a bitch! Remember, guys, no matter how long you've been doing Guy 1, keep your fingers safe. I just poured all of that tea into the strainer cup. All of it. Can you guys tell I'm a little bit jet lagged? Just a tad? Oh man! All of that tea into the fucking strainer cup. Not even into the fairness pitcher. No! Fuck! Damn it! Yeah, so I can at least recover some of it, but like... Son of a bitch! See? By no means am I a professional. By no means. In this case. I am... They're not out there. When you do things with such confidence that people don't know you're making a mistake, you're doing something right. Or, you're ruining half a cup of tea. Oh, God, that is so beautiful. I have enough for one full cup that didn't get lost. Now, I'd show you guys the tea. And when I do finally get a tea table, I am going to have a top-down view of everything I do here. Just because I think it'll be really nice to see. Alright, my food is here, though. So I'm going to let that sit for a moment. Pull out the table. Son of a bitch. Oh, that's great. Give me one quick moment, guys. I'll be right back. Hey, guys, do me a favor and watch my tea for me. Hopefully nobody drinks it. Awesome! Whoa, 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 hold on a fucking second. Whoa, 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 whoa. I said I'd be gone for a moment. Already plotting to steal my tea? Hey! Hey! I have no problem sharing, but one thing I will not stand for is people stealing tea. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. And now, everybody, Happy Lunar New Year. Cheers. Fuck me. Bring that back. Don't mind the bag of Chinese food sitting here now. But I need to do that for a little bit longer now. Oh, that's funny. So it's a little bit understeeped. Just a little. The notes that you would expect for a white tea, you're not really getting here. Like, you're still getting a good sweetness on the back of the tongue. But up front, you would expect things like florality. You would expect things like... Oh god, let me take a look at the white dew real quick to refresh myself. Light and bold. Hold on a second. On the white dew, it says both light and bold. That's an oxymoron. But, no. So, like, with teas, you would really, with a white tea, you'd really expect, like, kind of a weird, like, fruitiness to it. You kind of expect a nice brightness to it. But, like, here, what you're mainly tasting, you're getting a bit of an herbal funk. Like, kind of... not very medicinal, but more of a, like, light fermenty flavor. Not similar to beer, but kind of similar to, like, a dried fruit, rather than, like, a very, like, fresh fruit. You're getting a nice funkiness to it. It's almost similar to, like, a really, really... young pour, young show pour specifically, because it's a little bit earthy and gritty, but it's still got a lot of brightness and sweetness to it. It's so complex, is really what it is. Dried apricot is honestly a common one with white tea. Here, I would say it's more like a fermented kind of apricot, though. I don't think apricot specifically, in this case. It's more like, man, I gotta have another cup. Sorry, guys, I gotta have another cup to really do this. Pardon me for, having to drink more tea. I know that, it's not really what we do on the channel. How's everyone? I hope everyone has plans for Lunar New Year, though, even if it's going and hanging with some family you never see, either in that or getting ready for the Super Bowl this weekend. I live in the city where the Super Bowl is being hosted. I'll be real, I wish I had stayed in Florida. I really do. Is it super hairy? This tea? Oh, yeah. But the hairs are a lot finer, I'm noticing. The how are very kind of chopped down, a lot finer. They fill up the tea more is what I'm noticing here. I'm gonna bring that up to 99 degrees. Fuck it, we'll take it to boiling. But you know, it's really interesting. It is hairy. Happy Year of the Dragon! Happy Year of the Wood Dragon, everybody! We are currently at the 4th part of the 60-year cycle. Does it have kind of a caramel thing in the nasal exhale? No. No, it does not. That's actually kind of the first I've heard of that. I've not tasted that with a white tea before. That's interesting. Not in this case, though. And we're getting botted as usual on Trovo. I get that from old white teas. I'm gonna have to look for that. I didn't really think about that one. I wasn't looking for the nasal exhale. Mainly because my nose don't really fucking work. So good. You know what? I know it's the Year of the Dragon, but with this tea, I think all of my tea pets deserve that. Okay, that I can do. But like I was saying, I know it's the Year of the Dragon and all, but I think all of my tea pets get to enjoy a nice bath in this amazing tea. And we're gonna let this sit for a little bit longer to concentrate that tea flavor. Up. I'm gonna move this over here. I'll move this one behind. Pop you here. And where are you? There you go. Oh no! My tiger tea pet broke inside. He was loose, something loose inside of him. My regular Saturday game is nice. Always good to see parents, unless they're estranged. You know what? I think even Peter gets to have some of this tea. I mean, he's an asshole, but listen, Peter, you get spoiled every once in a while. All right, and steep number 2. No, you'll notice I'm not writing anything in the tea journal for this one. And that's because I completely forgot I had a tea journal. I was kind of just enjoying this tea. Let's make sure we get this into the right pot this time. There we go. Yeah, so one of the things about this tea set, by the way, that I noticed is that the plate here that you see the guy one on is really heavy. Yes, I did pre-order an oolong box. I got one of the last ones he had. Wait, hold on. I don't think that one's out of stock yet. Hold my thing. No. I didn't get one of the last ones he had. I might have. I don't know. I don't know if it's out of stock right now. I know a lot of his oolongs are out of stock, like, constantly. But, hey guys, it got a lot darker. That tea got a lot darker. We're gonna go ahead and first pour myself a cup. And that tea now. Go ahead and give you guys a bath, give Priam a bath, you a bath. There we go. All of them get a nice bath of tea. I got mine like a week or two later, I think. But oh yeah, it's fucking good. So the tea now, when I was showing it to you here, aged white tea over time will take on an appearance very similar to red tea, which is kind of what happened here. As it ages, the depth of flavor and everything just grows. And give me a moment. Eat my food. Pot stickers! Much approved. But let me not burn my tongue real fucking quick. Jesus Christ. First day here too. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh! You meant first day as well for the tea box. I'm like, I could have sworn I've seen you before. First day too was kind of like, well, why not? Honestly, and it was cheap enough to where you're just looking at it going, I'm gonna regret it if I don't. Fuck it. And that was kind of my thought for it. I spent a few days looking, and I'm like, do I really want to get more oolong? And then I tried to get some oolong for my wife, and I'm like, damn. Well, she'll have oolong in April. The YouTube algorithm brought you here? That's amazing. Welcome in, Anayoshi. Welcome in, welcome in. Cheers and happy Lunar New Year. Now, on Steep 2 of this tea, it kind of mutes the sweetness a little bit and brings out that more deep flavor, that depth that you're looking for in an aged tea. It's honestly got more of a throat feel than a mouth feel. I don't really talk about that much on the channel when I'm drinking teas, because we're usually drinking very young teas. Very young teas have a throat feel to it, but not as much of one that is old. That might just be the pot sticker. Give me a moment. No on the caramel out of the nose. It's more of a kind of an older flower. I liked how Jesse framed it. He didn't know what he'd find, but he'd get the best he could find. Yeah, that's pretty much Jesse's stuff. I love it. Does it counter dry mouthfeel? In this case, it's not exactly leaching moisture from your mouth, but it is kind of sticking. It's not sticky as a flavor like the, honestly, the Junchan Yinjian. It's not sticking to my teeth with sweetness, but it is kind of, how to put it? You ever eat dry cereal? It's kind of got that feel at the top of the roof of your mouth. It's kind of gritty, and that's normally from the hull. Now, something that's really interesting is this tea will change flavors over time, which is really interesting in older teas that I find is they either change flavors very quickly and then stick to that flavor, or they'll change flavors very slowly. But they will change flavors over time because of the aging process. Different pieces of it, even if it's the same batch of tea, will age just slightly different. Now, what I'm picking up here is a little bit of a minerally kind of note that is sitting at the back of my molars here. So it's kind of spreading out, but it's sticking right at the back of the molars. And it's not like minerally like you're licking a stalagmite, but it's more so like it tastes like a tooth is the best way to describe it. It's kind of a bony flavor, which is never something I thought I would describe as a flavor in something, but it really does kind of taste like you're licking a bone. But it is still very lightly sweet. That mineral flavor does spread a little bit more over the tongue. And it's honestly just a very well funked tea because you're getting a nice... How to put it? Yeah, I know, wild, right? But it's like... That fermenty note is just really, really nice because it feels like some of that sweetness that you'd expect from a white tea has really just kind of turned it into more of a wine. Is kind of that flavor profile I'm getting. And that's 2 cups down. Let's go ahead, brew up batch number 3, and let's go ahead and record this one in the tea journal. So I know I'm working with one of my viewers to get a table, but like, does anyone do bookbinding by chance or stuff like that? Anyone having to do traditional bookbinding or like scroll making? I think it would be really, really funny if over time I just started doing all this shit in calligraphy. Making scrolls of my findings. Just finished my white dew for the night, time to pit. Oh, Jesus Christ, Braden. I'm just saying, a custom tea journal might be a cool thing that I might throw some money at. Let's go ahead. You know, honestly, mood though, and I typically find having to use the bathroom a lot after drinking teas because I'm drinking it too quickly. Like, normally, after these streams, I usually have to go use the full restroom. Woo Collection Artisans. Hell yeah, dude! Like, I'll be real. If I had a viewer for, like, every little fucking weird project I wanted to go through, I'd be a very happy person. Because I'm kind of crafty myself. I enjoy it, but it's like, I don't have the tools for it, or I just don't have the time. So, this one is the Pudding 2008 the cake. Yeah, so the table, you guys. I'm gonna be real. If the creator of the table is listening in chat right now, don't know who it would be, but if they could get like a digital version of the blueprints, I would love to show them on the channel. Because I don't want to kind of just, you know, it to show up and people not see the whole thing. But if, you know, you can get like a digital version of those blueprints to take a look at for the table so people can see a sneak peek, would be nice, is all I'm saying. If it's not too inconvenient, you know what I mean. I'm just saying. Oh, God. Never... LOL! Welcome in, everybody. I hope all of you are going to have a wonderful Lunar New Year. It is still New Year's Eve for me, here in Vegas. My Lunar New Year is on Saturday. I think everyone's Lunar New Year is on Saturday. What am I saying? But I did want to at least do one stream before Lunar New Year because I was on my honeymoon this entire week. I was going to do this on Wednesday, but, you know, I didn't bring any tea or my setup with me or anything, so it would have been janky. My wife would have been pissed at me because I did not work the entire week. I was very happy to do that. Newlywed, got married in October, my friend. Technically, we got married a year before that. Oh. Hey, nice. That'd work. I just checked DMs first. But, so, much appreciated, man. Thank you. Technically, we got married a year before our actual, marriage date. So we got legally married a year before that. Because we got married on a volcano. And I love talking about that. It's because, we used to have a camping spot, in a abandoned area that was an abandoned city. Abandoned mining city. that was built on a dormant volcano. It was an old gypsum mine. And unfortunately, we're no longer able to get to the location, which really sucks. Some people decided to buy out the land. I hope for conservation efforts, but like it's really hard to get to the area we were going through on normal driving land. I think I know what you're talking about if it's in Nevada. It is not in Nevada. And I will also not be disclosing the location per conservation efforts because there are really old relics there that if people went and found this place en masse, it would be kind of a tragedy to the ecosystem that's currently there. There is indeed, you are right. And that's why I'm not disclosing the location, because mine's not in Nevada. Mine is really, really hard to get to. World's oldest blue jeans were found in Nevada in a mine. You are also right! They were indeed. I believe they were a pair of fucking Levi's! Steep 3, everybody. So, let's talk about the throat feel of this. The throat feel is very full. It really coats the throat as it goes down. Yeah, the greatest claim to fame. Our jeans will last 200 some odd years. But the throat feel of this is very... If you send me a good photo to take color values from the planks, I should be able to get it to look near identical to the fiber results as well. I'm not interested in looking identical or even near identical. Don't worry about the color values of it. That one I kind of want to be a surprise for when it actually gets here. But everything else would be nice. Just the basic pattern and such, so we have a base idea of what it will look like. Some of the other details, I want it to be a surprise. But, like, honestly, though, our jeans will last literally forever. Because I think those jeans were in, like, damn near pristine condition, besides, you know, being in a mine for so fucking long. But the throat feel, it coats the tongue. It's kind of a warming feel at the throat specifically. It's not thick. It's not like you're drinking molasses. It's not a very thick tea. But it is a very good tea. Now, the key of the tea. They were just covered in candle wax. Yeah. Yeah. Which I think is probably one of the reasons why they preserved so well. Let me just shoot that like a good shot of whiskey. Fuck. The energy of it. Which is something I really haven't started going into on tea, is because when I learned TCM, I learned to be very protective of it. And TCM is also known as traditional Chinese medicine, which is something I've been learning for years under my teachers in martial arts. We are very protective of our art, and it's not something I really, you know, wanted to open up about. But watching a few other tea reviewers, I realized that it's one of the things you do want to talk about when you're drinking a tea, because it kind of helps people understand what they're going to feel as it goes down as well. White teas have the best mouthfeel in the world, and viscosity of it makes it so satisfying to drink. You are not wrong. I'm not going to say the best mouthfeel. I feel like that's going to be individual on teas, and white teas just typically have a better surplus of that mouthfeel, whereas teas like a sheng pu'er are going to have a very harsh mouthfeel to it. But it really is a tea by tea basis. The key of this tea is very... Even when colder, it is very yang. This is a very yang tea. It goes down, it's a very warming effect. It is a very... It's not harsh like a pu'er typically is when it goes down to help the body remember how to heal itself. It's very soft. Sheng is going to be very harsh. And I do mean very harsh. Do not drink sheng pu'er on an empty stomach, whatever you do. This is a PSA. Do not drink pu'er on an empty stomach. You will regret it. Or shoal. Yeah, just don't drink pu'er on a fucking empty stomach. Really, don't. Like, oversteeped red kind of harsh? No, like... Red tea doesn't hold a candle kind of harsh to shengpu and how harsh it can be. Shengpu is really, 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 really astringent. Have you had teas that you would say are very yin? Yes, actually. The yellow tea, not the Mogan, but the Junshan, I would say is actually more of a yin tea. It is kind of a colder feeling going down, but I also feel like that's because I let it cool off a little bit too much. Like harsh on the tea drunk side of things. I don't know how to describe the harshness. The only thing I could say is bitter astringent. It's almost like you're eating a bitter melon without cooking it. It's very like licking a stalagmite kind of harsh. It's very like you're deep throating a stalagmite with a lot of shengpu. Do not have it on an empty stomach. It is an amazing experience to have. It is definitely an acquired taste for tea. I myself don't typically drink shengpus because I have IBS and it will set you off if you have IBS, even if you eat food. So I'll use shengpu and shoupu medicinally, as we do in TCM, because that's one of the reasons that sheng and shoupu were made. It's like one of the best ways I can describe it, though, because the feeling is all the way down. But yeah, so for this tea, the chi of it is very yang, but it also does have its yin notes. It is a good... It's more yang leaning in the tea side than it is yin leaning. I know, beautiful imagery, right? Put that on Pornhub. Ah, fuck it. We'll call it Tea Hub. Thanks for all of the warnings. I just want to make sure people don't have the same experience I did. I legit, the first time I had shengpu, I thought I had a really bad batch. So I had to email Jesse and I'm like, hey, I think I got bad moldy tea or something because I was so sick for 2 days. I'm getting Metal Lark Sheng for WCT. And I hope you enjoy it. I really do. Just do be careful. Early experience with Sheng always left me disappointed with the astringency. Could feel my mouth and throat dry out instantly. After trying some very aged ones, I noticed the astringency went away and became less potent on the stomach. Indeed. Shengpu's... I mean, Snake, you know very well. It is just a very harsh tea. WCT is what I meant. No, I get you. I'm not... Oh, are you saying West China Tea House? I think that's what you're saying. Sorry if I'm itching my scalp so much. No, I don't have lice. I'm just readjusting to the dry climate, so my scalp is like, ah! Everything's a little bit itchy. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Just do take care. Do not drink the first steep of shengpu or shoupu. Oh boy. Oh boy, you're gonna have fun with that one, Rafi. But, Snake, like you know, working in a tea house, it is just a very harsh tea. You need it to be aged in order to really enjoy the experience. In TCM, we will use young pours as kind of... Some of them are ways to induce vomiting in somebody, which is, you know, delicious to listen to. I couldn't get my sheng from Jesse to chill until I dropped it to 140, but I just had an amazing purple sheng from WCT today. I need to take a look at WCT's website. I'm very interested in taking a look at some things. By the way, guys, if you want to send me tea, just saying, I don't know who would, you know, for teas to try and everything. Like, I only have such a limited stock. But if you want to send me stuff, just DM me. Feel free to reach out in the Discord. DM me in Twitch. I'm just saying. I do really want to try the Purple Beauty. The Purple Beauty tea coins. I have some. I was only able to try it once because, once again, it went right through me. I will be reviewing them on the channel because, you know, my whole theme is purple and pink. But the Purple Beauty tea did really have good flavor. It had a really drying effect to the mouth, but we're not reviewing that one right now. as for this one, I've hit on the throat feel, I've hit on the key, I've hit on the flavors, and that's just 3 steeps in. I mean, this tea is honestly one that I have hit 10 steeps on this specific tea, and it still has full flavor. I found them super astringent. Indeed. In-fucking-deed. I had the wild purple from WCT. Funny enough, I actually got a purple here from Yunnan Sourcing that I am... And it's not because it looks so cool. LOL! It's nuts. The color change is really, really fucking cool. But I did pick up some purple black tea. This is a wild tree purple tea from Yunnan Sourcing. I do want to warn you guys, if you do order from Yunnan Sourcing, be very careful. A lot of their teas aren't great. It's kind of you'll find a golden tea in the pile of crap. You do have to brew it very specifically to get the colors the same as Jesse. But it is possible, not gonna lie. Yeah, Yunnan Sourcing tea, careful with it. Not a lot of their teas are great quality and great flavor, but you can get lucky. I have had, I think one of their teas I've had was pretty decent. Get that steeping again. I will say, this specific guy won, I think is going to be my new favorite. I saw my WCT cart in the Discord ribbon if you want to see what else I ordered. Did you DM me or did you put it in the... Where's my mouse? Mouse, please. There you are. Discord ribbon in the Discord? TS Discord or DM? General chat. Can you at me in the Discord real quick, please? Ribbon, we talked about this. You have to sacrifice your strength stat for your brewing skills. Gods. But you probably don't in the general chat. If you could at me, that would be great so I could actually see it. Because I don't see anything. So I also do have a few insane deals if you're just after super cheap cakes of questionable quality. That's a mood though, honestly. Oh, by the way, Snake, when you do get in that stock of the teas, please do let me know. I do have a buyer that wants to pick up a tea cake. We've spoke about it before, but he just wanted an update. I think you updated me, but I'm not sure. But yeah, Rafi, I'm not seeing your... There we go, thank you. Jesus, dude! $30 grams of Sumao Feng. Mandarin orange pours are going to be pretty good. The orange pours typically are really good as long as you get them from a decent source. Nanuo Sunda... Ooh, that sounds really good. You're buying 30 grams at a time, and that's kind of... Metal Lark Autumn Shengpour. I'd love to see a little bit closer of that Metal Lark. Definitely looks interesting. How long are you brewing that? Oh, God! You right? I don't know. I just kind of brew it. This one's one you can't really oversteep, I'm not gonna lie. The more you brew this one, the more that you're concentrating the key into a single cup. Oh no, dude, I get you. A lot of tea shops right now are closed for Chinese New Year, and it's like one of the few breaks everyone gets in the year. I wanted to try a bunch of teas, I get kind of bored drinking the same thing all the time, that's why I'm reluctant to buy a cake. And that's fair. Now, what I will say is you can always just keep buying cakes over time, because as you age a cake, it does change its profile over time. And honestly, a lot of cakes are really good to have for long periods of time to drink, because as you go back to them just time and time again, they'll have different nuances. I love how even with the fast times, a guy once even we still forget our tea. Duh! I'm ADHD, come on! Now, here, the how is starting to subside a little, but the key energy of this tea, I believe I put this in for like 2 minutes, oops. I'll have money once I get a job in the summer. Hey, and that's okay. What I will say is you can always get small cakes. You don't have to get big 300-gram cakes like this. You can get smaller cakes and keep those. Smallest cake I think I've found is 100 grams. And those can typically go for about $40, $50. Oh good, I went with a coin deck and grabbed a 2 plus a bunch of oolong simples. Nice. Yeah, so, I did want to say, if you guys did want to send me tea, please feel free to DM. I think I covered that. If you're interested in having me try something, and I'm not one to kind of buy all the teas I want to try, because, you know, I have so much of it, I barely have any space. But they should have 100-gram cakes, indeed. I wanted to get a coin deck. What is a coin deck? Somebody please explain to me. I'm not sure what a coin deck is. I'm still looking at some of the tea caddies for Jesse's stuff. Oh, yeah. That is concentrated. That is a thick cup. Jesus, give me. Somebody can send me an example, it'd be great, so I can take a look at it. Now that is a concentrated tea cup. That is very, very warm going down to the stomach where it's sitting. It's sitting very close to the dangtian, and given that your stomach is just above it, it makes sense, but it kind of radiates out that warmness is what I really like about older teas, is they're very good to drink during the winter. Harsher teas tend to typically sap your warmth. And so some of them are great to drink during the summer, but... Oh! Interesting! I kinda want to get one now. Not gonna lie. God, that's so good. That is just so good. Brayden, I forget you're a writer sometimes. LOL! I just got your message request. Let me take a look. Funny enough, somebody else sent me that exact same photo. That is really cool. Nice. Now, I do want to try a very concentrated steep of this. Like, I know we just did kind of one, but this tea specifically is one that I have used for medicinal purposes as well. It is not in itself a medicinal tea. However, when you have aged teas, I've never really had an experience like that, Ribbon, where my tea felt like sitting in a puddle of sunlight. Typically because that's like 90 some odd million degrees. I don't feel like my skin's melting off. I'm stuck in my teeth. Fuck. So, we're gonna go ahead and do our next brew for 3 minutes, which sounds like a lot, but for a concentrated guy one, typically, if you're doing a long steep like that, it really helps to concentrate all of that tea energy into a single steep. Now, you only want to do it if you really want to feel the boldness of the whole tea at once. So it's not like a teapot, which we will be doing here in a moment while I eat. But Puddle of Sunlight sounds like a Grateful Dead lyric. I'm dead. Yeah, no. Mine would be, really harsh. So we're gonna go ahead and brew this 100 degrees Celsius. And we're gonna go ahead and set a timer for, let's do 4 minutes. Set a timer for 4 minutes.
4 minutes, counting down.
Thank you. So I got some... Shit. Shakespeare responds now. So I got some broccoli chicken. I got white rice, of course. I should have some egg rolls. Yeah, I got egg rolls. Broccoli chicken, white rice, and chicken pot stickers. Hey, what up, Coco Luluman? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I know, I heard her say you're my pleasure. I'm like, wait, what? She responds now. Ha! But like, honestly, like this tea, I love these teas so much. Hey, don't you try to start steeping over the edge. How dare you? But I made a whole bunch of Chinese food on the other night for the New Year. It was amazing. Dude, I might go out for some dim sum tomorrow. I'm hoping that my wife will be better. What's going on? Not much, mate. Just enjoying a nice old tea cake. Enjoying, you know, just kind of a small feast with all of my tea pets for the Lunar New Year. Happy Lunar New Year, by the way. You're new here, so I am a gaming streamer primarily, but every Wednesday, typically, from 9:30 p.m. PST to 10:30 p.m. PST. Typically, of course. This is going to be a bit of a longer stream while I drink and eat, and, you know, we just kind of, you know, enjoy our time here is what we do. But I do tea reviews and then go on to Minecraft, so kind of a fun way to do stuff. I'm not going to be doing Minecraft tonight. And I'm getting botted to fuck on Trovo. Kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. But welcome in, welcome in. If you do want to watch more, feel free to subscribe on the YouTube channel. I don't really post videos on YouTube. Like, it's more, I just stream. I'm lazy. I also don't really have the time. But yeah, so, dude, I wish my family was in town for Chinese New Year. Unfortunately, they're out of state, and it's not easy to get everyone, you know, together. Which is just unfortunate. Like, I love them to death. It's 12 a.m. right now. Nice! So, PST is my time. EST, so it's your Central Standard. So, 11:30 to 12:30 a.m. typically, I think, for you. Possibly. I think that's right? Possibly? I don't know. Make sure to stir this up a bit. And I'll show you guys how the leaves hydrate here in a moment too, because it's really interesting to see just how the leaves spread apart and kind of shred open for some of these pressed older teas. Oh, my neck. Oh, my neck. 11:35. Christ. 12:35. I'm so tired. Jesus, Forrest. Completely forgot that timer. New Year is the Chinese New Year. Yeah, Lunar New Year is Chinese New Year. We call it Lunar New Year, though, because it's not just the Chinese that celebrate it. A lot of cultures celebrate the Lunar New Year, but most people do know it as Chinese New Year. In America, at the minimum. God, fuck the Super Bowl. 1:35, I should have drank all that tea, but I have a recording session tomorrow. Recording session? What do you mean a recording session? What do you do, Ralphie? Signing off for now. Happy New Year again. Gotta get some sleep before morning class. Dude, 100% I get you. Play the guitar. Nice. Wonder what kind of equipment you have for your recording sessions. Alright, and this is the 3-minute steeped concentrated tea. Happy Lunar New Year, mate. Now, oh god, the lid is just so... Never been in the studio before? Ooh, good shit, mate. Now, let's take a look at the tea here. White tea hydrates very interestingly when it's aged, because it kind of shreds and just fills the cup, especially when you're packing it very tightly to get all of that energy in there. But it's not too uncommon for white teas to kind of just really spread out because of how they're packaged. I'm making waffles. You know what? Waffles are a mood. But this is a really nice, deep amber color. for a fully concentrated tea. Now, I will note this has gone through a few steeps, as you've seen, so it's not going to be as dark as if you were to just do this straight out, but it is still a gorgeous color. It is very, very close to a gingermay red. If you're asking about microphones, I normally use an SM57, but I don't know if that's what you were asking. Indeed, that is what I was asking, actually. Because the SM57 for the Shure microphones is a pretty decent one. I'm currently using my SM7B, which is an amazing podcasting mic. But the SM57 is a very good recording microphone for instruments. God, that's so good. Just cheap. And that's honestly all you need for some things. Sometimes it's not about the microphone specifically. Like, if you need a really high quality microphone, you go for a really high quality microphone. But if you need something that gets the job done, the SM57 is not a bad choice. And apparently, Coco, are you a sub? Or something? I don't know why you're key smashing. Either Coco's a sub or their cat just jumped on their keyboard. So my friend Mike a whole drum set with 5 S. Fuck me, dude. Really? That's so good. That is so good concentrated. Now, with that, the howl really died down. Which is about right, because in older teas, the howl will, wash out in the first few steeps. Sounded all right, like you would expect. Yeah! Yeah. That concentrated tea is just really, really good. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, Coco. How... Okay, so remember when you asked me if it was really hairy tea? How translates to hair? It's those hairs that you see in tea. They're actually named hao in Chinese. Or Mandarin, I think, specifically. I don't know what the Cantonese is. But yeah, those are called hao. Hao. Oh. I'm actually at my limit. Happy New Year. In the Discord tomorrow in the morning. 100%. Forrest, please go get some sleep. I'll talk to you tomorrow. You have an amazing night. Get some sleep. Yeah, so if you watch Jesse's content, he goes for the more Chinese and Mandarin translations for everything, because he spent a lot of time living and learning in China from Master Ding. Check you around, Forrest. Please be safe and enjoy your Lunar New Year. I need to learn Chinese, mainly Japanese. The problem is when people say that, it's kind of like dismissing a bunch of dialects. Because I believe that Chinese specifically has over 150 dialects of the language. So it's kind of like you need to focus on a specific one. Because from two regions of China to another, you're not going to really understand each other if you try to just learn Chinese, if you understand it. There's so many different dialects because slang is different. Pronunciations are different because Chinese as a whole is a very tonal language. So you really have to spend the time as an English speaker learning the different tones, because English is not as tonal in its pronunciation as a lot of other languages. Are you excited for the Kung Fu Panda 4? Nope! Not at all. Look, they had it going with 3. They could have stopped at 3. They didn't need a 4th. It doesn't need to turn into a fucking pentilogy. No. Not happy with it. It's Jack Black. I mean, Jack Black's always good, but no, come on. Let it die. The funniest thing about Kung Fu Panda for me, honestly, is the fact that America did a Chinese cultural movie better than China ever could. Mainly because of the cultural differences of what we're allowed to put in our media versus what they are. It's just hilarious as all hell. But no, I'm not, no. Not at all. Oh god, it is warm in here, and I think that's mainly because of the tea. But like, oh my god, it is so good. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and let the Gaiwan rest with the tea leaves in it. I do want to lightly season this Gaiwan, and that's not something you typically hear, but it's kind of letting the energy of it flow through the instrument. It is more of a belief thing than a actual sciencey thing, but it's kind of giving that Gaiwan good fortune. Now, this is something that is more believed in things like TCM. With your tools and everything, you want to give them good energy. So it's not something you can really do. Ralphie, you have an amazing night, dude. Please be safe. I did redeem a quack. Quack! Every time I say Chinese, I'm thinking, I totally know this is not an accurate word, but... Yeah, it's mood. I don't know what that means. Yeah, you got the quack. Quack, 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 quack. Ralphie, you have an amazing night, dude. Please be safe, and I hope to see you every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. PST to 12:30 a.m. PST. Check you around, mate. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and shift off this, let it sit, collect that energy. And that's dry. I do not want to soak this paper by any means. Teapot time! Alright. Now what we're gonna do is grab some fresh leaf. Grab a nice big chunk. Nice hefty chunk for the teapot. We're gonna go ahead and get that boiling. We should have enough water. We're gonna move the teapots up here. Wipe down our tea counter. By the way, I love these new tea towels from Jesse's site. Like, they're honestly great. I still have some of the originals, which is really nice. Oh, God. Finally, time to dig in. How much rice did the... Oh, God, they gave me a lot of rice. Please tell me they at least gave me chopsticks. Did they give me a fork? I am not Guaylo! You bastards! They gave me a shitty fork! Madam Web? I can really just... I'm not a fan of much cinema nowadays, I'll be real. This is one I'm going to let sit for a while. Set a timer for 5 minutes, please.
5 minutes, counting down.
What do you mean, the nerve? Hold on a second, what do you mean? I don't like most cinema nowadays. It's, like, it's dull as shit. You can't tell me I'm wrong. Ah, it's like crack. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Like, really, dude? You're just making me sad. Did they only give me one egg? That's on your website, you give two. Well, obviously, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Dragon Jake Long, fucking... I watched a lot of, like, meaningful shows, like Teen Titans was great back when I was young. Law & Order SVU. I also haven't seen a movie in cinemas since well before the pandemic. Mood. The last one I went to go see in the theaters was the FNAF movie. Which was honestly really, really, really good. I enjoyed it. Chicken egg roll! Woo! Chicken egg roll! Sweet and sour sauce! Woo! of mad that they gave me a fork, because how the hell else am I supposed to eat all this rice? Oh yeah, you do. It is such a good show. Mm. Okay, I've never eaten at this place before, and that right there is some of the best sweet and sour sauce I've had in the city. Like, goddamn. Oh. I will warn you, because it does need to be said. Jesus Christ, your cat loves your fucking keyboard, dude. Avatar: The Last Airbender is a really, really, really heartfelt show. It is a very bad tearjerker. I wish y'all could see my YouTube chat right now. This is too fucking funny. Oh! Hey! The guy just posted in Russian. I can't read that. I don't know Cyrillic. I say hi to Coco's cat. Braden says hi to your cat, which is apparently also a viewer of the channel, which is much appreciated. I do enjoy being watched by cats. There's some really good sweet and sour sauce. Fuck. Well, welcome in, Artem. Nice to meet you, mate. It's just too funny. I'm having a cat chatting on my stream. That's too good. Broccoli time. I mean, tea time. Who the hell? Can't wait till I'm in my own fucking place again. Let me go ahead and show off this pork. You guys can actually see the color here. Because it is honestly a gorgeous color. And we'll grab the other picture here for the excess, because you don't want to. Nice. Hydrate with tea. I'm working on it. It's all good, Coco. It's all good. It's funny as shit, in my opinion, that your cat's watching my stream when you're leaving. Like, I don't mind the view from your cat. It's great. What's your favorite Lunar New Year food? I want to try mooncakes with custard in them. I'll go on. I'll see you again. You have a great one, Artem. Thank you for popping in. Please be safe, dude. До свидания. Now, this tea right here is very, It's filled with howl. Filled with howl. Have you ever gone to VidCon? No, I've never gone to VidCon. I have, however, been to TwitchCon. My favorite Chinese New Year food. Honestly, I've never had the ability to have a mooncake. It's only recently that I've really been able to celebrate it, honestly. Because I became an adult and I was able to, you know, have my parents actually celebrate stuff. But we never really celebrated Lunar New Year when I was young. It was kind of one of those things that, oh, hey, cool, it's Lunar New Year. All right, do our own shit. Because that's not the... I didn't get to do it much. We do have some family I love to death. I miss her to death, my Chinese grandmother. But she's an absolutely amazing woman. I miss her to death. But sometimes we would go and... Hey, it would be amazing. I don't know if I'll ever make it out to VidCon. It's something I've been hoping to do, but yeah. But I love my Chinese grandmother to death. I love that side of the family to death. They're amazing people. But I didn't really get to celebrate it with them too often when I was young. It was like once every few years we actually got together for Lunar New Year. So I don't have a favorite Lunar New Year food. It's not something we really got around to do. Ah, that's such good tea. Such good tea. Like, this tea right here is very good for both teapot and Gaiwan purposes. I'm gonna be real. This one's really, really hard to fuck up. That's all the food I'm gonna eat. Oh, because I want my chopsticks and I want a bowl. Did not get either. Didn't even bother throwing in a plate. But we're gonna do the white thing and open up a fortune cookie. Off for the night. Hold on, cheesecake, wait! You gotta stick around for the fortune cookie. We gotta be white people up in this bitch. Fortune cookie time! It's blank! Fuck! No, I'm just joking. This is not a fortune, it's just a compliment cookie. You have a keen sense of humor and love a good time. My lucky numbers are 17, 15, 24, 36, 45, 50. Learn Chinese. To see. Con. This is just a compliment cookie. Hello, Coco's cat. That cat loves his keyboard, Jesus. That's funny as shit, dude. Ah, Christ. Such good tea. So, one thing with the teapot variant of this tea, though, that you will expect, it's not sweet. It's not a sweet tea by any means. That could also because I'm eating sweet and sour sauce. It could be diluting a bit, but typically this one's not sweet on... Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it's not sweet by any means. It's very... a little bit dry, like a dry white. Not bitter at all. This is not a bitter tea. You will have a very pleasant experience, even as an aged. Very smooth. It's very delicious, is what I will say. For a 16-year. I meant to say 16, by the way, not 18. Is a 16-year aged tea. Yes. So for the first few steeps in the Gaiwan, it was sweet. And then it starts to go into the funkier flavors. So it definitely is a different tea if you Gaiwan versus teapot it. Very different. But this one is more... you're getting more of that key condensed down into the 2 to 3 steeps you would do with this. Yeah, I know, right? That's why you want to do different teas and different things, because some will be very different depending on which style you brew it in, given that one is shorter, more concentrated, versus the other being more drawn out, a little bit more water. But, like, honestly, this one is just very... It's lightly mineral flavor. It's sharp on the tongue. Very full body, as we would say in cigar language. It's a very full body tea. It's not light by any means. And it doesn't stick to your teeth like some teas have, but it is still very pungent. It's there. The vapor of it is not sweet like you would expect for a white tea. It's not floral, but it is lightly floral. It's almost as if you're kind of sniffing a dandelion. It's very, very good. Have some more tea. Now you'll notice that I'm actually missing one of the tea pets here, and that's going to be the deer pet. And my deer pet's actually at home with my other tea. Why does your throat hurt? Coco, what's wrong? Very good tea. Very good. Sure I'm not missing anything. Much appreciated, mate. But why does your throat hurt? What's wrong, man? Drink tea. Enjoy tea. Your throat won't hurt as much. Yeah, you have 80 subscribers? Nice! I have 800 followers on Twitch. But thank you so much, dude. I do appreciate you subscribing to the content. You're absolutely amazing. Appreciate you, and I hope you enjoy the content for years to come. Yeah, no, so most of my content's actually on Twitch. It has been for a long while. I just started multi-streaming again, so. Bam, bam! Fortune. Yeah, I've been streaming since 2018. Oh, by the way, Braided. I didn't realize that the tea set came with a sampler box. So I guess I've got some more tea to try on stream. Which is kind of funny because I was running out of the Mogan, or not the Mogan, I was running out of the Mandarin Peel Shomei. But, so I've got some other teas to try now and give out to my friends. Because I have a lot of tea. But, from Jesse's box. It reads, Happy New Year. May all go well with you. Your heart's desires manifest. May your days be full of laughter. And on the back, this is, yeah, I know, right? And this is from Jesse as a whole. Hello, tea friends. When I lived in China, I always loved how welcoming people were, inviting me into their homes and amongst their friends to celebrate the holiday. Every family celebrates a bit differently, but the main point was clear. Good food, good times, and good people. For those who celebrate every year, I wish you a Happy New Year no matter how you celebrate. For those who haven't been part of this tradition, I encourage you to seek out your local Chinese community. This is the best time of year to join in on good food and good times with good people. This year of the dragon, I wish you and your family a prosperous, healthy year, full of laughter, strength, and maybe even a touch of magic. Your tea guy, Jesse. And this dude, one of the reasons I love this dude is because he's down to earth. When I can't watch, I'll watch. When I can't, I'll watch, I promise. Hey, you're all good, mate. Coco, are you like 12 or something, dude? Welcome in, but this is typically an 18+ stream. I just want to let you know. Seeing so many fans comments online. Oh, yeah. Jesse sends the best messages. Jesse is so down to earth even as he's gaining popularity. Be real. I have met a lot of famous people. I've met a lot of famous streamers. I've met a lot of famous just content creators. And a lot of them, in my experience, even working with some of them, are not the nicest people once they kind of make it. Jesse is still really down to earth, really approachable. And as a content creator, that is one of the most important things, I feel, to your community, is to be down to earth and approachable. You're old enough to go on Twitch then. And welcome in, welcome in. Like I said, this is an 18 plus stream. I have to let you know about that. And that's your parents' choice. There's not much I can do about that. But yeah, this is an 18 plus stream. I do want to let you know that. So if you continue to watch, that's great, but it's 18 plus. I can't really do much other than that because I can't ban you on YouTube, I think. And I don't want to, but I do want to let you know this is an adult stream. Typically, as a kid, stay out of adult spaces. But it's tea. This is tea. You're more than welcome to be here for these streams. For other streams, I can't really have you around, okay? I just want to give you that warning now. Wednesdays from like 11:30 your time to 12:30 a.m. Your time, you're good. Because it's tea. We don't discuss adult topics here, really. It's tea. But yeah, so please do keep that in mind while you do watch the channel. Thank you. The team behind this live stream is so... There's no team... Oh, God. I hate Trovo's bot commenters so much. It's really hard to, like, see if it's a human or not, because a lot of them will... It's annoying as shit. I might stop streaming to Trovo. There's literally no point. Oh, no. Much appreciated. Thank you, Coco. But yeah, so got my tea thing. Now, in the tea box, I will note that this sampler is a lot different than the one I got when I first joined Jesse's stuff. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kinds of teas in here. Yeah, we have the Lubao Black Jasmine, the Tea-Men Red, which I have plenty of. Pu'er Tea Oranges, which I also have plenty of. Mandarin Pimeo Shomei White. Are there? Yeah. Roasted Goddess, Iron Goddess of Mercy Oolong. Also, it's Saturday right now. I'm aware. Typically, these streams are on Wednesdays. He did include a 2023 Dragonwell tea, which I would be very intrigued to try, because my experience with Dragonwells has not been great. Ancient Tree Raw Pu'er, which is the one I use medicinally, because it's harsh. And then Gongbei White Tea Bowls, which I do still have quite a few of my original batch that I bought from him years ago. I am very slow to go through tea. I think it would be really interesting to see if Jesse was able to get the Liu Bao made the most incredible cold brew. I'm intrigued. Over time, I'm thinking I may start doing cold brew kind of videos if I'm ever able to get myself to actually make videos on the channel. But as it is currently, it's not really something I'm looking into doing. Mainly because it just kind of takes too long, and then the last ones I made were turning into mycelia. But I imagine it's a really, really good cold brew. That jasmine is just so amazing in the Liu Bao. Liu Boa. You drinking snake tea? Oh, by the way, fun fact, so I can label this as educational. Did you know that snake oil, the origins of snake oil actually came from Chinese travelers and immigrants into the US? In China, in Chinese medicine, we would make snake oil from Chinese water snake, Chinese black snake, because the snake itself has a lot of omega-3 fatty acids. So what we would do, I say we as if I was back there in the time, but in TCM what we do, that wasn't my experience with it, but then again, I don't really drink raw pu'er because it hits me all the same, really. But the flavors are definitely different. But, so, for the snake oil, what we'd do is we'd use that oil to rub on our joints. We'd rub it, to help heal the body and help get rid of pain. When snake oil came here to America, when snake oil came here to America, a lot of the Americans thought that they could produce the same product with rattlesnakes, and they would make snake oil out of rattlesnakes. The problem is that rattlesnakes are very lean. They do not have a lot of the fat, they don't have a lot of those omega-3s in them. So that's why when somebody is saying they're selling you snake oil, that they're selling you a bad product, is because the snake oil that was made in America was not useful at all, because it couldn't produce the same effect that the Chinese snake oil could. So in medicine we do use it, but we use very specific types of snake to make it to do that. Are rattlesnakes the rabbits of snakes? I don't know what you're asking me, Braided. I can say they're very lean, but I don't know. Yeah, they're very lean. Very lean. It also doesn't help that they're poisonous as fuck. Or venomous as fuck. My name is Wu Shen. Oh, fuck. My name is Wu Shen, so I'd prefer to be called Wu Shen, if at all possible. But hey, you with the face also works. Here's. I can see that with some kinds of rabbit. There are some breeds that are fairly kind of fatty. But, yeah, rabbit as a whole is very lean. I've made rabbit and venison stew before, both of which are very lean meat. And you kind of have to add fat into it. Meanwhile, that rabbit and venison stew was really, really fucking good. I almost made bear stew. But the problem is if you don't cook bear past a certain point, you will get trichinosis, which is a pain. I will note, with the white tea here, don't let it sit for too long. Because that mineral flavor really starts to shine. And it's not as bad as the yellow Mogan. But it is still there. It does dry out your tongue very quickly. And this has been sitting for a little. I'm not male. I don't know if you know what the colors mean on the W there, but I'm a trans woman, honey. I just present as very masculine on stream because I'm lazy. So, I can continue that streak for you. I ain't male. Ugh. Ah, gods. Good tea. Good tea, good times, and good people. And that's all I really can ask for 2024. And the Year of the Dragon. I am, Oh, no, don't be sorry. You didn't know. It's all good. But I am a little bit excited to say this. I am currently trying for my first child. And with luck, they will be born this year. The Year of the Dragon. And it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very hard, and I just want to say to my potential kid, or kids, when you're born, and when you're growing up, I want you to know that you come from a very, very loving family. You come from a home that is well meant, you come from a home that is well connected, you come from a home that wants you and loves you and will do anything to make sure that you are able to make it throughout your life. And grow up and be the best version of yourselves you can be. Oh, fuck me. Am I out of water? I'm almost out of... Ah, fuck, that's boiling! I'm gonna be pulling that part of the video down and putting it away on a drive for years to come for when they're old enough to see it. But I can't say I'm exactly ready to be a parent, but I don't believe any parent is ready to be a parent. I believe that is something that is forged over time. You have to learn, you have to learn from your mistakes, you have to learn over time. And being a teacher for many years, with the burning myself part, come on, they gotta know if they come from a family of klexes. But parenting is not one of those things that is easy. I believe that it is something that you have to, trials and tribulation. And I'm young, I'm gonna be a young parent, but my wife isn't. And I want to do this while she's still younger and spry and able to keep up with the kids, versus when she's a bit older and when I'm a bit older and more matured. To do it. Coco, your cat loves your fucking keyboard, dude. But yeah, no, it's I just want to say for everyone in chat, I understand everyone has their own relationships with their parents. I understand that everyone has a different relationship and different culture with your parents. But for those of you that have good relationships with your parents, keep them up. Keep your parents around, talk to them every now and then, call them, talk to them, give them some time of day. You don't get your parents and family around forever. And I wish I'd had a little bit more time with some of my family now that I know they're gone. Because once they're gone, you can't have another conversation with them. And it's hard when you lose a mentor. Really hard. I lost, about a week ago now was the 2-year anniversary of losing a family member of mine. A very good mentor of mine, and I miss him to death every day. And just don't take your time with your older family for granted if you like them, and if you're able to be around them. Don't take that time for granted. I understand that some people have cut off their families entirely, and that's okay. Everyone's family is different. But don't take that time for granted. Death is not something to be afraid of, Coco. By any means. Death is just life's next great adventure. As a lot of religions and a lot of beliefs. It's not something to be afraid of. It is something to be mindful of and know that everything is temporary. And that's okay. That's what makes life beautiful, is that everything is temporary. It's also what makes life suck, is that everything is temporary. Just one of those things that is an unavoidable part of life. Everything is temporary. Just don't take your time for granted. Thanks, Coco. Sorry to get all sappy on stream. It's... Christ. I never do that. It's just Lunar New Year, one of his favorite holidays. The cigars we used to smoke. I miss them. I miss when Punch still had a good cigar. Fuck. Punch cigars, if you're watching this, why did you change your recipe? They suck now. Christ, you guys smoke worse than a Cohiba Blue. But, yeah, so other than that, I think we're going to go ahead and after this pour and drink and little bit of conversation. Does anyone have questions, by the way? I'd be more than happy to open this to a bit of a Q&A session for a bit. Oh, by the way, as part of a review of the tea set here, I gotta say, Brayden, if you do get one of these, the strainer on this one is so much better, in my opinion, than the other guy ones. Even the other, like, painted guy one. I love this strainer so much more. It's got a wider surface area, so the tea will actually go out quicker and steep through quicker, and the holes catch pretty much everything. It's nice. It's a little bit sweet. It's really good. But yeah, I mean, it's just something that you gotta keep. I love the new scroll that came with the thing, by the way. Still haven't been able to get it translated, unfortunately, because I haven't been here. But this came with the tea set. There's a few more characters up top that you guys can't quite see. But unfortunately, that's the only spot that I could put it that would fit. Ceramic strainers feel so delicate. I can see why they would, but at the same time, it is still durable enough. Why did I decide to become a streamer? Because people told me I couldn't, and they told me I wouldn't succeed with it. And so I said, fuck them, and became a streamer. And I've been doing it for 6 years and never looked back. I'll be real, I've had my trials and tribulations, and believe me, I've wanted to quit several fucking times. Because I didn't have the same growth that a lot of people did. I didn't get that same growth like a lot of newer streamers and newer YouTubers do. I don't have millions of followers and subscribers, but what I do have is a community, and I love you guys to death, that I'm able to connect with personally. I'm able to talk with you guys. Even at 800 people, with most of them not coming around anymore, I'm still able to have that community connection. I appreciate it. Believe me, I have a professional streamer setup. Do not get me wrong. Like, holy fuck. I've put a lot into this, and sometimes I wish I'd put it somewhere else, but I wouldn't be able to do this now. I work in IT as my day job, so I have no problems with most stuff, but honestly, like, I'm happy where I am. Oh, that is such good tea. Now to let this age for another year before I crack it open again. Yeah, I think the next tea I might review on the channel. I have a Fooding Aged White from 2014 here, so which is the younger version of this tea cake. I have Bing Dong Aged Red. I think I want to do the White Dew, though, as a tea. I need to get the notes down for this, for the tea. So, Coco, as somebody who's taught for a good number of years, and in both martial arts and professionally, you have to have a lot of patience. It is not the easiest thing to do, especially nowadays. And I wish you luck. Oh, that's good. Okay. Interesting. working with young kids can be both heartbreaking and honestly an enlightening experience. Once again, be very careful with it because you may need therapy afterwards. I'll be real. Hi, Mom. Thanks for the like on Facebook. Happy Lunar New Year. I'm just getting in the thing here. 100 Celsius. Now, Braden, I do want to ask. You said you've dabbled in bookbinding. What have you done? I might be interested in having a book made for my tea escapades. Each teacher has their own experiences and tolerations with children. In my opinion, it was a lot easier to... Nice! In my opinion, it was a lot easier to deal with high schoolers than younger kids. Mainly because it was easier for me to give command presence in the classroom. And as a teacher, you need something called command presence. So it might happen. I'm just saying, like, if you want to throw me a DM real quick, I'd love to talk to you about some details for it if you're interested in doing it. Because I love handmade goods, I love privately made and trades-made goods. I don't like mass-produced shit as much. I'm willing to pay a premium, is all I'm saying. 100 degrees Celsius on this cake. I don't know how many grams of tea I put in. Full. And there is the fooding white in the tea book. Next time, we'll be doing... Honestly, I think that 2017 white do. Also bake something every 2 weeks. Nice! An odd timeline, I will admit, but nice. No more water, looks good there. Alright, y'all. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And if you guys like this content, please do share it with your friends, family, creepy uncle, anyone you think would like this content. I do enjoy having each and every one of you around. Welcome in if you're new, welcome in if you're old. I hope you have an amazing Lunar New Year. Enjoy food, enjoy good tea, enjoy time with your family. Once again, it's not something everyone gets to happen and have, even if you have chosen family. Enjoy your time with your family. And other than that, y'all have an absolutely amazing night. I will see all of you next week for something on Monday. I don't know what I'm playing yet, honestly. I'm still trying to work that one out. I think we're starting a Legend of Zelda playthrough, though. Probably the original. Thank you, Coco. Welcome in. Hope to see you next Wednesday, mate. Y'all have an absolutely amazing night, and I will see all of you absolutely cozy cuties and amazing tea friends in the next stream. Peace out. See ya. Stream is ending. And let's go ahead, kill this lo-fi, and enjoy the music afterwards. Custom made by a good friend of mine.